I'm parkbreezy. I'm a producer based out of Denver. And we're talking about my 2-night run at Cervantes on August 7th and 8th. I'm really excited about the 2-night concept and having 2 nights to showcase 2 different sides of my style, my music, and my inspirations and how they've shaped me as a producer. The concept for night 1 is rooted in live instrumentation and building on my past discography of music and kind of breathing new life into these tracks that have shaped me as a producer earlier on in my career. And night 2 shifts into where I'm currently at as a producer and kind of the sounds and styles that I'm pushing and really excited about. And so having the 2 nights kind of lets me showcase the duality between the 2 sides of my project and where I've come from and the direction that I'm heading in now. What inspired me to build on a 2-night run and showcase 2 different sides of my project was a love for the music that got me to where I am today, but also a thirst and a hunger for challenging myself and pushing myself to grow as a producer and an artist in a direction that I've been heavily inspired by for a long time. And also just music that I've made that sometimes feels like it doesn't fit the music that I've made in the past, and just showcasing a different direction of a sound that I still attribute to myself as a parkbreezy and an artist. I think my early inspirations as a musician come from, Madlib, J Dilla, early hip hop in the 90s, and the lo-fi beat scene. So I utilize a lot of tools like the SP404 and chopping samples using vinyl records, and sampling whatever I can really to create a sound and a thumbprint that's unique to myself. And I feel like as I've grown as an artist, I've utilized different tools to help shape the direction that I'm going in, and try to create more authentic music that's true to me. So some of the tools that I'm excited to bring out for night 1 are my SP404. I'll be loading up some samples onto that. I'll have Ableton Live Session, which is something different than what I've done in the past as a performer. Usually rely on equipment like the CDJs or my USB and headphones to DJ the party and flow through my music and discography that way. But I'm utilizing some different tools and building on some of my past songs to breathe new light into them. So I'll be chopping some samples live. I'll be playing some keys live, and I've also got some really special guests that I'm really excited to have join me. Some of my best friends and collaborators. I've got Aaron, Zone Drums, on the drums. I've got Eric, I Love, on the guitar. I've got Kevin, Star Fox, on the sax and trumpet. I'll also be bringing out Lucinda and Rasp 5 to showcase some new music from Hoodie Weather. I'm really excited because Aaron is one of the best drummers I've ever witnessed. He can flow on everything super easily. Eric is super talented on the guitar, and he has learned my music so well, and he's learned parts that didn't even exist to add a whole different layer and dimension to some of the music that I wrote when I was first starting off as a producer. So Kevin, I had him join me in the studio, and I recorded him on the horns for 3 hours. We had a long session, and I use a lot of those sounds to chop them up for my record on Better Days. So he's featured in a lot of music that I've released in the past, and I'm excited to have him join me live to showcase how we can present this music in a new light. Rasp 5 is the heart and soul and passion behind Hoodie Weather, and Lucinda is the star vocalist. Rasp has done a great job of writing some incredible music and taking some beats that I've written that normally would have just been throwaway beats, and we've turned them into actual songs. And I'm really super proud of the music that we've made together and a lot of the new music that we have written and building on the last Hoodie Weather album. So we'll be showcasing a lot of the newer music at Cervantes and playing some familiar favorites from the first album. So the vibe for night one, I really want to like invite people into the process of collaboration and having people in the same room working on something together. So the idea is to invite people in to the space, invite people into, you know, like a living room per se, or, you know, that bedroom studio. And that's supposed to show love to where I came from and where I'm going. Night one, we've got Ballroom Lee, who's been an absolute legend in the Denver community and beyond. A really talented pianist and keyboard player. He's played with Pretty Lights Live, Break Science, and more. And I'm just honored to have somebody like him join me and support me for night one of Cervantes. Late night lovers, it's vibes. It's gonna be absolute sultry, sexy saxophone over dance music, and it'll be perfect. Sycamore Sound, just underground hitter. He's super up and coming, and he's got so much potential. He's been sending us music to Allo for a long time, and we actually released one of his EPs last year, and I've been seeing him, you know, push himself as a producer and an artist, and I, you know, love what he does. I love what he's representing as a musician, and his live sets are so fun and incorporate a lot of that live music, that live sound. He plays keys, he has an Ableton live set, and it'll be perfect flow. You know, I'm excited to have him part of this when I kick it off. We're not going to be rushing through tracks. We're going to be letting music, you know, really have their moment and building on them and breathing new life into these songs. Night 2 is going to be awesome. I'm really excited to bring out some legends like Sam Binga, Michaeli, Talix, and Mama MK, and showcase a love for the side of music that I don't get to portray in my own production very often. So that's kind of the idea behind the duality between the two nights. You know, back on the decks, back on the CDJs, more selector vibes, and also showcasing some music that I've been working on that I'm really proud of, in a different realm, in a different world that maybe I've been known to be in the past. You know, the UKG underground bass music scene has been a big thumbprint for me as a producer and an artist, you know, coming from the Black Box and, you know, my early days at Reconstruct in Brooklyn with my brothers. And so, yeah, I just wanted to show love to a side of my inspiration that maybe doesn't get to be known on the outside or represented as parkbreezy. You know, I do feel like it's a departure, but also it's still true to who I am as an artist. Michaeli, he put out this EP last year called Sunsets in Bushwick, and it's super, super jazzy and liquid and soulful breaks, and I feel like it's gonna fit the night perfectly and help us keep the flow going. Talix is another great friend and collaborator, also from the East Coast, and he just makes some of the best music. We've also got a lot of unreleased stuff in the works, and I'm excited to put him on for night 2 and kind of help with the support duties in the lineup, and it should be a really fun flow through it all. Mama MK is a local DJ in Denver, and I've been seeing what she's been doing for the women in the music industry, and I'm really excited to have her a part of night 2. Sam Binga is a UKG legend. He's been representing for the underground, and I'm super excited and honored to have him join me for night 2. You can't represent breaks, UKG, and house music without a real Bristol legend. Today, if I didn't have the community in Denver and the fan base of people that have supported me to get to this point, it's allowed me to push myself into different angles as a producer and feel supported and okay with going in different directions. You know, that's why I don't feel like there's pressure to be put into a box or there's pressure to, you know, fit a certain style or a sound. It feels really like a welcoming place, and the only place that I could have imagined having a career and starting a career in music, based around, you know, all these local scenes, all the local people. Places like the Black Box, you know, I wouldn't be who I am today without the experience that I had working in the industry as well, and coming from a background that, you know, allowed me to create a label, create a collective, and, you know, unite some really talented musicians in order to create a sound that feels uniquely ours. And it's amazing that it's been able to resonate. So I'm really proud.